This video will show how to inspect and, if necessary, adjust or replace the bowl guard safety switch in a Famag mixer. And before taking the cover off a mixer like this to look inside or do any kind of work on it, be sure to disconnect it from power first. Keep it disconnected while you're doing this work until you have the cover back on again. The bowl guard safety switch is located here. This is the bowl guard. It comes down over the bowl to keep hands and other things out of the bowl that shouldn't be in there during operation. And part of that bowl guard comes in through the far side of the head of the machine here. And as the bowl guard is lowered, it lifts the arm on this safety switch. The safety switch is one of a couple of devices that, if they're not working properly, will prevent the mixer from running. The most common thing that this switch may need is adjustment. Sometimes the switches do go bad and then have to be replaced. If you have to replace one, you just take the two little nuts off here with the pliers and then take the wires off, swap the switch out, and put the nuts and the wires back on. The switch should click at about that position with about 1/8 of an inch or a little bit more of travel remaining as it comes up. You don't want it to click near the extreme top of its travel range, because then it's too easy for it to get out of adjustment in the future. So if it is not clicking at all, and then if you lift further and it does click, or if it's clicking very near the top of its travel, then you need to just reach in with something like a needle nose pliers and bend this arm at this point back here, bend it down just a little bit. That will let the switch actuate at the proper point in the travel down here. Now, to check the function of the switch, make sure that it's not just clicking, but actually working electronically or electrically inside, you can use a continuity meter like this. So with the guard up, we do not have continuity. We do not have a closed circuit through the switch. When the bowl guard is lowered, beep will start at the point where the switch clicks, and that tells us that we do have continuity and this switch is working fine. So if our mixer isn't running and we're getting continuity like this, then the problem is not the safety switch. Another way to find out if your switch is working right is that if you have it adjusted so that it's clicking here, it's actuating mechanically at the right point of its swing, but your mixer still is not running, you can take these two wires off and put in a jumper wire to bypass the switch. Now, this technique is only to be used by a qualified technician, never before operating the machine, just to test it. And if the machine runs then with wires jumpered like this, of course we wouldn't try turning it on while we're holding them. But if it runs with the wires jumpered, that indicates that the switch itself is actually bad and would need to be replaced.